Hello, my name is Mars, and welcome back to Between Horizons. I am here in the command wing because we have a few things here we need to check on. In regards to an old case from 20 years ago. First things first, I want to talk to Louise because it is his parents. It was one of his parents who caused this whole thing to happen. With the fertilizer exploding Xena's apartment. And then we need to check William's room to look at his bonsai. Because it seems that he may have borrowed fertilizer from the farm to support his bonsai, which is a very upsetting thing. Alright. Okay, Luis doesn't know anything about this. Do you know anything about your father? My biological father. We don't talk much. What about him? Okay. So Luis actually doesn't have anything to say. Which is good, makes things easier for us. It also is a little jarring when people don't have things to say about, like, their family. You know? Alright, I think there was an elevator on this side. So I should use that. To get to the top floor, where my traitorous father's room is. I mean, not traitorous. We don't know that. Yet. I don't know. Is anyone in there? Oh, this is my room. Oh, no. We told Ava that she could, bunk here, that's right. Already in PDA, bonsai. Okay, nothing was updated there, I guess. Sorry for the mess. I haven't had much time yet to clean up. Plus, I feel a little weird going through our dad's stuff. It's okay, don't worry about it. Let me know if you want to switch bunks. I'm up for it any time. Thank you. I think I'll stay downstairs a little longer. Okay. I thought maybe since you're co-workers you would know something. Hold on. Is there anything else scannable in this room? Already in PDA. I thought we could find, like, a box. A box of old fertilizer somewhere. But it seems not. It seems pretty obvious to me. The thing Dorian gave him for his little tree. I mean, I don't think we have anything else to say in this matter. I think... William. Chief. Are you sure about this? Whether I got it right, or whether I should report it? I'm sure about both. Did you know? I had no idea, Chief, and frankly, I don't know if I can believe your findings here. Read my report. Of course, it's been way too long to prove it definitely. But you have to agree that everything points to my dad. I do. What do we do now? I have to tell Orland. Will he be exonerated? Everything from here on out will depend on the ethics committee. I hope this will be worth it, Chief. See if he finally talks when you present him with the results. I'm sure he'll keep his word.
Out of all the unbelievable and traumatizing events of those days, the revelation that my dad had destroyed the life of an innocent man was one of the things that hit me the hardest. My brain immediately scrambled to make excuses for him. He must have been trying to protect his friend Xena and her child from an abusive spouse. Even still, my father's blatant violation of the Codex just didn't fit the idealized image I had of him at the time. My whole life, I'd aspired to be just as upstanding as him. Learning that he hadn't always lived up to that ideal himself was a tough pill to swallow.
Alright. I did realize there was one lead that I didn't follow up in that case. I never went and talked to Rose, the janitor, but I'm still pretty confident that this is right. I think that Xena gave us a strong lead, and I just don't see Rose, narratively speaking, I don't see Rose being the culprit. Orland. Navigator Orland, I looked into your case again. We have reason to believe that you were not the one who placed the makeshift explosive at Xena's bunk. Another party may have had access to the fertilizer that was used as evidence against you. Who? Chief William. Can you prove this? Not exactly, but I have multiple testimonies that point towards it. So will I be exonerated? That's up to the Ethics Committee. We will have you retried in light of the new evidence. Our deal was that I look into it, which I did. I appreciate it, Chief. It can't be easy for you to find this out about your old man. I'm sure he had his reasons. Whatever the case may be, I always suspected him. I didn't want to tell you so you'd reach your own conclusions. Now to your end of the deal, no time to waste. Fair is fair. Here's what I can tell you about the power outage. I was right next door on the bridge when it went down, holding in the fort while everybody was out celebrating Arrival Day. Can anyone corroborate that you were there? I was on duty there, and there are people who know I was. But I was alone. So nobody can testify to seeing you on the bridge when the navigation was being hacked. Correct. And nobody can testify that you didn't slip into the navigation room right next door, hypothetically. Right. You'll have to take my word for it, Chief. When the ring stopped, I was knocked around a little, but I got back up on my feet just a few seconds later. It was completely dark for a moment, and I didn't know where I was exactly as I was stumbling forward. When the emergency lights came on, I found myself in the hallway with a clear view of the navigation room door. All the door lights came back on around the same time, and I believe that the doors hadn't worked up until that point. Meaning that whoever hacked the navigation and caused the outage was still inside the navigation room. That is, until I saw the doors open. A person stumbled out into the hallway and booked it towards the command area. You mean to tell me that you saw the hacker? I'm sure of it. Problem is, I couldn't make out much because only the emergency lights were on. I didn't see what color uniform they were wearing, but the silhouette was certainly that of a man. That is excellent information, thank you. Weren't you suspicious of this man running away? Did you go after him? Of course, I knew that nobody was officially working in the navigation room at the time, but I didn't think much of it first. I was rattled by the ring failure and didn't think it had anything to do with whatever went down in the navigation room. Besides, one person running didn't exactly stand out much in the chaos of the aftermath. That makes sense. What did you do next? Did you enter the navigation room? No, I went to the residential area to help everybody there. I didn't come back here until a good hour later. I see. Did you tell anyone else about any of this? No. Good. Please keep it that way for the time being. Thank you for your cooperation. Jeez. Thank you, Chief. New message from Bodo. False idol. Discover William's dark secret. I have to go talk to Navigator Orland. Yeah, okay. The hacker is a man. What did Bodo send to me? Chief, there's a crowd gathering at the residential area. I don't like this one bit. Posted a few men nearby. And I just want to look over what Orland said he went to the residential area after. Okay. So there's a crowd in the residential area. Should I go check that out now? Should I go to the museum? Now I'll save that for last. In the hospital. I think this sounds urgent, so I will go to the residential area. Which is over here. Probably by the Sky Bar is where this hubbub is happening. It did say residential area. Okay. Where, though? If not at the bar, then where? Maybe up on the top deck? That'd be my guess. Ah! Oh no. Oh, thank God. That was scary for a second. I thought I'd bugged the game. Where is this crowd, Bodo? Where the hell are you talking about? You're gonna make me scour every floor? It's not in one of those public areas? This is tedious. And she did say residential area, yeah? Did she mean public area? It's so fiddly by the stairs. Maybe she meant public area. I don't know. Nothing here. It's not on that floor. You know what? I'm not bothering with this. I'm gonna go to the hospital and ask people about painkillers. Christina, I know you're having a very busy day, but I need to ask you a question. What is it, Chief? This box of painkillers says it was prescribed to Teacher Simon. However, I found them in the navigation room, which he isn't cleared to access. Maybe you have an idea how they ended up there? Chief, is that really important right now? Tell him to bring the painkillers here if he doesn't need them. We're quickly running out right now. It is important. They might be evidence of a crime. We have a lot going on here. I really don't remember if I prescribed painkillers to Teacher Simon. If someone did, it must have been you or your mother, correct? Correct. Aren't there any records? We keep records over in the consultation room. But there's a lot to sift through if you don't know what you're looking for. I'll take a look, thank you. This is the consultation room, right? That's an awful lot of med kits. Medical records could be useful to figure out how the painkillers ended up in the navigation room. It's all gibberish to me. I should call Paul. Looks like the type of thing he can usually help me with. Hey Stella, how are you doing? Well, pretty fucking stressed is putting it mildly. And you? Oh, you know, same. What can I do for you? I'm looking into the origin of this box of painkillers I found. And I found medical records that seem to follow some sort of pattern. Here, I'll show you. Do you happen to know how it works? Wow, that's a lot of pages. I can't really read it, but I can offer you something else. I'll transfer it to your computer here in the security office so we can search it for specific entries. So if you have a concrete suspicion which code you're looking for, we can confirm whether or not it exists. Thank you, I'll take you up on that. First I have to figure out what code I'm looking for. I'm sure you'll figure it out, Stell. Thank you, Paul. See you soon at the office. A code? Like a code for medicine? I need to figure out which code exactly I'm looking for. Huh. The last of many pages reads... Can I look at the pills again to see if they I can't tell from from this scribbly pixel art, but maybe there's a code written on the box, like a prescription code. Maybe Yaha will be of more use to me. So I copied these medical records from the consultation room because they relate to a case I'm working on. But I'm having a hard time deciphering them. Could you help me out? Let me see. Right. The system scrambles them like this. When we input data or query something specific, it's in a human legible format. So you can't read it either? Can you at least tell me what's stored in each of these entries? That should be the prescribing doctor, the patient, and the medication. I see. Thank you. Medication, patient, and the doctor who issued the prescription. Okay. Ah, I see. Well, I think I understand how this works. There are two doctors, Yaha and Destina, and the first digit in each of these codes is either 2 or 1. So I'm guessing that determines which doctor prescribed them. I would guess that because Yaha is older, she would be 1 and Destina would be 2. Now the next 2 letters, or 3 letters rather, the next 3 letters are obviously referring to the patient because they look like the codes for the bunks, right? So Simon, where's Simon? There's Simon. Simon lives in L3A. And L3A is not one of these. Okay, but what about Asher? R3C? 2 R3C 28. Yeah, okay. So that kind of confirms to me that the 3 letters in the middle are referring to the patient, because obviously Asher is sick. Asher would be the patient, right? And like, let's look at Elliot too. L2C. Yeah, L2C. Yes, and Elliot is currently being looked at by Yaha, so Yaha would be 1. Yeah, and they're both prescribed 28, so that obviously, because they have the same illness, that obviously refers to the medication. Huh. But I don't know what the medication is the problem. So we're looking for Simon lives in L3A. Hold on, gotta get to the right page. Simon equals L3A. And who would his doctor be? Can I ask either of these people about Simon? Or Mariola, for that matter. You have nothing to say about Simon. Okay. And you have nothing to say about Simon. Okay. Can I ask Simon about the 2 doctors? And maybe he'll tell me which one is his? And maybe I can find this riot while I'm at it. I'm just going up to the top floor. There won't be any rioting there, because I've looked already. Alright. No. Destina, where's Destina? There she is. Okay. That doesn't help then. I'm gonna go look at the prescription again. Oh no, this is the public area. That's right. Gosh, this game is a little like a Metroidvania in the fact that its map is confusing and annoying. That's a little unfair. I just, I don't like the long travel times because I'm Let's Playing and I don't always know what to put in those gaps, you know? But, you know, overall, if I didn't have to narrate what I was doing all the time, I would find these travel times pretty unobtrusive. It's a nice, small, compact map. Okay. Huh. I don't really know what I'm supposed to do. How else do I look for this code? I need to know which doctor worked on Simon. And I need to know which medication it is, like what the number of it is. I didn't ask Yaha about the prescription, did I? I just asked Destina and she was like, we're too busy for this. Okay. They seem to have been prescribed to teacher Simon. Well, maybe the information about the hold on. Where do I need to go for Paul? Maybe the information about the room number is really all I need. Security office. Okay, I can go there. To the brig, I guess. Because I don't know how to get the information about who Simon's doctor is, or what the medication is called. Alright, there's the farm. Where's the security office? God, I get so lost. I need to go up the stairs and across the bridge. Down the elevator to level 2. Here we are. Sergeant Paul, you said I could search the medical records on my computer? Yeah, I already copied them over when you sent them earlier. Like I said, you can only enter the specific string you're looking for. The system will tell you whether or not that string exists in the records. The interface is open on your screen already. You can use it any number of times. Good work, thanks. Okay. So, maybe I can test any of these combinations with the room number. So I'm going to write down all the numbers of medications. 13, 28, 42, 55, and 13. Okay, those are all of them. And the odds that one of those is a painkiller is probably pretty high. Hey, Stella? I know you put a lot of pressure on yourself. Usually more than you should. This is a high-pressure situation. You know what I'm talking about. You're trying to live up to expectations that maybe nobody else has of you. Talia is always very clear about her high expectations. Talia has impossible expectations of everyone. It's not healthy. I'm just trying to say, William would be proud of you no matter what. Yeah, I'm sure he would, because he explodes people's apartments to frame people for in custody battles, you know? I've never done that, so I'm doing better than he is. Thank you. Okay. 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 Let's try 1. L. Okay, so we know it's going to be L3A. Let's try 1 L3A 13. No entry found. Alright, 2 L3A 13. 1 L3A 28, which is unlikely because that's the one that Asher and Elliot are taking. 2 L3A 28. Okay. 1 L3A 42. 2 L3A 42. Okay. 1 L3A 55. Ah, okay. It's a match, Paul. I found the entry I've been looking for. I'm just going to write that down. 1 L3A 55. Looks like the painkillers were actually prescribed to Teacher Simon by Dr. Yaha. I have to confront her about it. Good job, Stell. Sweet. Alright, I liked that puzzle a lot. I like that it gave me all these different things I could narrow down. Like, there was a little bit of brute forcing involved, and I don't know if it was intended for me to brute force it like that, but they gave me so few combinations that I feel like, yeah, that's a reasonable way to solve this puzzle. I think so. Alright, where am I going? I'm going to... Gosh, this is my least favorite part, trying to find my way around the map. I always try and fast travel to Psych. Yaha. We already talked about that. Dr. Yaha, I need to talk to you. Chief, right now is really not the best. The system says that you prescribe painkillers to Teacher Simon, but everything else points to that not being true. Help me make sense of this. Chief, I'm all ears. People aren't getting what they need, alright? The restrictions on some medications are ridiculous, and I've gotten tired of bringing this up with the ethics committee. I had patients with chronic pain who burned through their weekly allotment in 2 days. So I made prescriptions out to other people who didn't actually need any. That way, they wouldn't get flagged in the system. So Teacher Simon never knew about this prescription? No, he has nothing to do with it. So how did the box end up in the navigation room? Dr. Yaha, this is crucial information. I can't disclose the full context, but please tell me what you know. I've been working with Engineer Asher. He comes here very often to pick up meds, so an extra box here and there doesn't arouse suspicion. Long story short, we got to talking and realized we saw certain things the same way. So he started helping me distribute extra painkillers to people who really needed them. His secret stash is in the navigation room where he works. That makes sense. Maybe the box I found fell out when the ring stopped. Look, thank you for coming clean about this whole operation. Let's change the system. Let's go to the ethics committee meeting and bring this up again. That wasn't even there was no question in my mind about that. The rules clearly need to change, so you're no longer forced to work around them. Really? That would be amazing, Chief. Thank you. Okay, what do I do with this information, though? Asher brought the painkillers to the navigation room, but... Oh, okay, who brought the painkillers into the navigation room? That was the only question being asked. I thought the question was about who was the hacker. It couldn't have been... The hacker couldn't have been Asher because... Or maybe it could have. I don't know. I don't know how bad his illness is. But Orlin saw the guy running away. And Asher does not seem spry enough for that, to run away so fast. But that's not what this case is asking. It's just asking who brought the painkillers into the navigation room. And we know it was Asher, so... Alright. I should go talk to Asher again now that I figured out his secret. A new message from Onara. Chief, could you please come collect your pet in the psychiatric department? It's upsetting my patients. Thank you for that. I was wondering where the little guy went. Or the little girl. Is Chichi a boy or a girl? Honestly, we might have just called them it. Chichi, please come back. Okay, Chichi, tell you what. You go back to the bunk whenever you're ready. I promise I'll let you roam free once in a while, okay? Chichi, please. I don't want to be alone. She looked more relaxed this time. I should check my bunk sometime. Maybe she actually went home. If you love them, set them free. I think that achievement means we found Chichi. Now, I still have no idea what the heck was up with this whole there's a riot going on in residential message, but I feel like maybe that had something to do with the Chichi thing. I don't know. Let's go back to my bunk and see if Chichi is there now. Oh, I was already in the residential area. I should have talked to Asher. Oh well. I can go back there fast. I want to check on my pet. Is she home? Is she home? Chichi! I don't know how you made it back inside, but I'm so glad you're here. Why did you keep running away? Are you getting bored in here? I always thought you liked this place. I'll let you out on your own once in a while, okay? Just be careful. It can be dangerous out there. Although you seem to handle yourself well. Who's the best girl? You are, that's right. Yay! We love our pets. Alright. Let's speak with Asher, and then I think I will end the episode after that. And he was on the top floor, I believe. Yeah, part of me does worry that I brute forced that puzzle, but even if I brute forced it, I understood the system well enough to brute force it. So I think that says something positive, right? Well, the jig is up. Yaha just sent me a message. Guess I'm in trouble now, huh? Let's see. I was hoping we could talk about something else first. Now that you presumably have nothing to hide from me, tell me everything you know about the time around the hack, especially what went down in the navigation room. Alright then, Chief, here's the full truth. I went back to the navigation room for the pills. I hurried to be the first person there because I already suspected that my stash had been blown up, and I was right. Nobody seemed to be in the room when I arrived. I grabbed all the medicine, or so I thought. When I bent over to pick up another package, I spotted a badge on the floor. I didn't think much of it, and I left immediately after grabbing the pills. Of course, I had no idea that there could have been foul play involved, or that it happened right in the navigation room. But in hindsight, it's pretty likely that someone lost it when they were tossed around in the power outage. In other words, you think that the person who lost the badge perpetrated the hack. What did the badge look like? Did you take it? No, but I have a record of it here on my PDA, see? I've seen it many times on my colleague callers. Remember the instrument malfunction 2 years ago when we flew blind for multiple days? A few of my colleagues got together and figured out the solution, had some sleepless nights. They were awarded this specifically manufactured badge for handling the crisis. I couldn't take part in these overnight sessions due to my health, so I didn't get the badge myself. Discriminatory. He should have gotten an honorary one. Who did take part in them? Orland, Joseph, Noelia, and Eric. So everybody. Great. Every single one of our suspects. Have they been wearing the badge in their uniforms as well? Every day. So, whoever used to wear it and doesn't have it anymore must be the person who lost it, right? Afraid it's not that easy, Chief. Next time I came back to the navigation room, everybody was already there and the badge was no longer on the floor. So whoever lost it must have quickly picked it back up in the meantime. Do we need to find, like, a picture of something, a picture that was taken in the meantime of someone missing their badge? That's where I guess this is going, but I have no clue. Did you ask around if anyone noticed the badge or saw who picked it up? No, and frankly, I think that it's highly unlikely anyone did. We only had emergency lighting in the navigation room for a few hours after the outage. It was so dark we bumped into each other all the time. The only reason I saw the badge myself is because I got so close to the floor looking for the pills. That makes sense. Thank you for your report. And let's forget about the pills. Let's keep the whole painkillers business between us, provided that it stops now. I understand that you only wanted to help. Thank you, Chief. Won't happen again. Honorary badge. Yeah. This conveniently excludes Asher, but I felt that he was being truthful. Maybe other people will corroborate that only Eric, Joseph, Noelia, and Orland received it. Now that my other cases are closed, I should go see Sergeants Paul and Adelrich in the security office soon. We have to pick up our investigation into the insurgent group, where we left it off before the power outage. So we gotta do this thing again. Dr. Yaha is the one who issued this prescription. Okay. Can we see this badge on... Yes, we can see it on their outfits. On their portraits. That's cool. I like that. I like that detail. That's really cool. Alright. So, next time we're gonna look into the whole paper business. More stuff with paper. I can't wait. More stuff with that... that dang activities room. I can't wait. Until then, I have been Mars, and I will be back with more Between Horizons.